Welcome back. Well, markets across Asia continue to trade mixed. The bulls here will be hoping to build on some of the gains that we've seen yesterday, 20 points higher at the implied open. So let's talk about individual stocks now that we need to focus on. Our team is standing by with the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks to watch. Guys, good morning to all of you. Abhishek, let's start off with Godrej Properties. Some fundraising happening here?
Sources tell CNBC-TV18 that Godrej Properties has launched a QIP to raise about rupees 4,000 crore. So the indicative price is about 2,595 per share, which is at a discount of 8.5% to yesterday's closing price and about 5% to the SEBI floor price. The 5.5% equity dilution is seen over there. The use of proceeds is for acquiring land or land development rights, as well as development rights directly or indirectly, as well as the general corporate purpose. So lock-in period is about 30 days for the investors, and the BRLM to the issue are Kotak Mahindra Capital, BofA Securities, Jefferies, as well as Morgan Stanley. Just to alert our viewers, Godrej Properties had taken a board approval to raise funds via equity or debt of up to rupees 6,000 crore. This was done on 1st of October. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Abhishek. Well, let's move on to Mangalam, who's joining in to tell us about Colgate. Mangalam, tell us more.
Well, yesterday was the analyst meet of Colgate, and there the company has said that rural growth, which is doing better than urban, has witnessed some moderation recently. And that's a bit of a worry, largely because up until now, even as urban growth was challenged, rural growth was outpacing that. Some moderation in that means demand is slightly weak. Add to that, gross and EBITDA margins will normalize from FY24 levels, which were an anomaly for the company as input costs have begun to rise as well. And over the last 3 or 4 quarters, remember, growth has been more volume-led. The company believes that going forward, this balance will shift between growth, in terms of volume and price and mix. So that's something we'll watch out for as well, which means that the revenue growth will be led more by pricing mix as against just volumes itself. The company has done well in this year when it comes to market share gains and premium portfolio doing well, and their key priorities remain intact, where they will drive per capita oral care consumption, premiumization, category growth in toothbrushes through devices, but more importantly, building diversification through Palmolive as well. But the very near-term moderation in rural demand is something that the street could take note of. The stock opens in the red to start with, and thereafter, we'll see where it goes.
All right, Mangalam, thank you very much for that. Well, Vedanta, IOB and Sonata Software are stocks we want to focus on. Vamakshi is telling us why. Vamakshi, morning.
Well, good morning, Prashant. Let me first start off with Vedanta. Moody's rating has upgraded the corporate family rating of Vedanta Resources following its successful liability management exercises. Now, the rating has been upgraded from B3 to B2, and therefore I'm going with the green for Vedanta, because Vedanta Resources being in better shape bodes well for Vedanta Limited, which is the listed company, and also has the potential to lower cost of borrowing and lower risk at the promoter's end. So therefore, going with the green for Vedanta. Indian Overseas Bank also going with the green for this counter, because there's another rating upgrade out here as well. ICRA has upgraded its rating from ICRA AA- to AA. ICRA has also revised its outlook from positive to stable, and the rationale behind this given by the credit rating agency is that the company has demonstrated sustained improvement in its profitability, capital position, as well as solvency profile. This again bodes well from a cost of funds perspective. Lastly, keep an eye out on Sonata Software. They've won a multi-million-dollar modernization deal in Australia from a global leader in access solutions. Sonata Software is expected to support the client's rollout of digital transformation initiatives across 13 countries in the APAC region. Now, keep in mind that the deal was secured in the first quarter and was mentioned during the earnings call as well, but overall going with the green for this counter as well.
Okay, all right, got it. Thanks for that, Vamakshi. KEC, NBCC, HUDCO, all of these companies are announcing order wins or new projects. Vivek has the details. Good morning, Vivek.
Well, good morning. Absolutely right. So KEC International, one more set of orders that the company has got this time around is from Power Grid, and it's for a turnkey order of a little over 1,700 crores. The value of this particular order has been received in the transmission and distribution segment of the company. So KEC will be designing, supplying and installing 75 kilowatt transmission lines as well as GIS substations. Order book, remember, for the company at the end of Q2 was in excess of 34,000 crore. Now, both HUDCO as well as NBCC will be in focus. NBCC has signed an MOU with HUDCO for development of a 10-acre institutional plot in Noida. HUDCO intends to create an institutional complex over here, and the project will have 8.7 lakh square feet of built-up area. NBCC will be the project management consultant. There will be a concept to commissioning will completely be undertaken by NBCC. What is the tentative cost of the project? 600 crore. So some positive news are coming in for both of these names as well.
All right, Vivek, thank you very much for that. More stocks with news flow. Vinny is here with details. Vinny, morning.
Good morning. So, a couple of stocks on the radar. We have NATCO Pharma. We're expecting green here after the company has sold a land of around 14.3 acres at a price of around 116 crores. So, keeping an eye on that because we're still waiting out for details of the buyers that's not yet released. Also, what we're watching out for is in terms of what is going to be the use in terms of the money that they are receiving. Though the company has highlighted that this land is not sold to any promoter group or any related parties. So, keeping an eye on NATCO Pharma, expecting green here. PCBL also we're expecting green. The government has allotted around 116 acres of land, government of Andhra Pradesh, that has allotted this land to the company. This approval is going to be a bit on a contingent basis depending on its investment plan that is outlined, how are they following through with it, as well as in terms of the employment commitments that they've made. As of now, what we understand is that PCBL is planning to invest around 3,700 crores in this project, and which is expected to generate a direct employment of around 200 individuals. So yes, if they meet through this, then this allotment is going to be carried forward. But as of now, PCBL in green is what we're expecting.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that, Vinny. So let's quickly recap our list of stocks to watch. The ones that have positive news flow around them are Vedanta, Indian Overseas Bank, Sonata Software, NATCO Pharma, PCBL, KEC International, HUDCO and NBCC. The ones that have negative news around them today are Godrej Properties on the back of the QIP as well as Colgate.